is definitely a plus, having the lists you make of cleaning Christian stuff, because it makes my life a lot easier.
Do you want to read more and feel good about what you're reading, but struggle with time and finding clean books? If so, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Kassidy, a wife, mom, and a lifelong reader whose faith shapes what I read. I learned how to make time for books and choose ones that align with my values. If you're ready for clean books you don't have to second guess and simple reading tips that fit real life, cozy up and let's make reading fun again. Today is the last day of the Read More Challenge, and I have been having so much fun with you. It has been so fun. We've been talking about how to find time to read, how to build a clean and Christian TBR list, and today we're going to talk about how to stay consistent and bring it all together. Now, you can go catch the replays in my Facebook group at fruitfulreader.com/group, so make sure you head over there, catch the replays, interact in the group. It has been seriously so much fun. And if you want to see what kind of bonuses I'm offering, make sure you go check out fruitfulreader.com/challenge sale, because I have some super cool bonuses for everybody who joins into the Cozy Escape book club membership for the year. So go check it out. It's been so much fun, and you're going to learn so many cool things to help you live that bookish reading lifestyle. Hey guys, I'm so excited to have Ella on with me today. We're going to be talking about the Cozy Escape book club and all that kind of stuff. But to start, Ella, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Ella. I'm the director of a library in New Hampshire. I have 3 kids, so we're still figuring out the work-life balance here, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you have 3 kids. I have 2 kids. What are your kids' ages?
9, 7, and 2.
Oh, wow. You have a good mix.
Yeah.
I have a 5-year-old, and my youngest is almost 2.
Yeah, the age gap is killing us, if we're being honest.
Yeah, it's a lot different. Even my 5-year-old, she's going to be 6 this year, and they're so much more independent. It's crazy.
Yeah, our 2-year-old is like our other 2, except all of his like emotions and all of his needs are like 100-fold, it feels like. So it's like when he feels upset, he feels it very strongly. And when he wants to be playing, he wants to be playing very much. So it's like my husband and I talk about it, and we're like, we don't remember the other 2 being like this strong emotionally, this strong, like pedal to the metal.
Yeah.
It's also been so long since they were 2. We are like, are we just forgetting, or is he actually just like this much more extra?
You might be. 2-year-olds are kind of intense anyways. My daughter, my youngest, the 2-year-old, her favorite word to say is mine. So
yes.
Everything is hers, and she doesn't want to share. And oh my goodness, it's a thing.
Yeah, our 2-year-old is delayed in speech. So the only words he really has are no and mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has a couple signs he'll do, but most of what we hear is like no, eh.
Yeah, it's a wild age for sure.
Yeah.
So before joining like the book club, what did your reading life look like?
So I kind of read whatever. Is definitely a plus, having the lists you make of cleaning Christian stuff, because it makes my life a lot easier. But I kind of just read whatever. I read books that had smut in them, and I just kind of, my friends would laugh at me because I'd like buy Audible audiobooks and like skip through all the scenes I didn't want to listen to. Like, I've always been a really big reader. I think like 10 years ago, I started listening to audiobooks again. I'm going to be honest, Jim Dale narrating Harry Potter kind of killed audiobooks for me for like 15 years. But I got back into them when we lived in our first apartment. And after that, it's just been like, oh, this book is 600 pages. And I know I can't read a 600-page book, but I can listen to a 600-page book and actually get through it.
Yeah, I love audiobooks too. I've definitely gotten more into them, especially after like having 2 kids. So yeah. I listen to quite a few books. I'm not a very picky person with a narrator, but I haven't listened to Harry Potter on audio yet. So I haven't experienced this narrator that you're talking about.
So I don't think it really bothered me. Something about him doing the 5th Harry Potter book, and I don't read Harry Potter anymore because I couldn't deal with Harry anymore, but like it's I don't know what it was. It was just like something about the way he narrated the 5th book just like killed audiobooks for me.
Yeah. I think it's hard too, because those are like technically like kind of like middle grade. They're very YA books. So I think lots of the characters are very immature, which can be hard to read as an adult.
Yes. My best friend and I, when I was having my first child, we tried to reread Harry Potter together, and I got, I don't know, probably halfway through the 5th book, I think, which like the 3rd and the 5th were my favorite when I read them. But we got like halfway through the 5th one, and I was like, I literally cannot read this anymore. Like, I have to call it quits. I'm
I feel that way about a lot of YA books. I have a hard time reading YA. Like sometimes I can do it and they're really good, but some YA, they're just like reaching an audience that's not me anymore, you know?
Yes. Yeah. I used to read exclusively YA. It's only been in the last couple of years I started reading adult fiction. And like I feel like because I subscribed to book boxes for a few
Mhm.
years, and I was like, I had the hardest time with them because the fantasy they were going for was always like this really dark, intense fantasy. And I don't mind that once in a while, but like it was just kind of like, come on, man, give me the campy, like, give me Enchanted Forest Chronicles by Patricia C. Reed. Uh, but like all of the books are just so dark and intense, and I'm just like, I just want fun, campy fantasy. Like, I don't want to be in this world where bloodlust is everything, you know? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I think it's a mix. Like you gotta have like that light, cozy type of fantasy. And then I do like reading heavier fantasy sometimes, but it's not something I pick up all the time. Before you like join the book club, were you ever like struggling to find time to read or stay consistent? Like what did that look like in your life?
so I definitely listen to a lot more audiobooks now. I've never really, it's hard. Once I found audiobooks, I did not struggle to find time to read because I basically just have my headphones in all day at work and I read while doing housework and baking and whatever. But I feel like I got very stuck in a rut. At my library I work at, I host a historical fiction book club, and I make lists of books for people to choose from because if I picked all the books, we'd end up only reading World War II historical fiction, and I know that's not everyone's favorite thing. So it's like if you don't want to be stuck reading about 1940s Germany for the next year, please select books that you might enjoy because I've always been really drawn to World War II. So like Number of the Stars by Lois Lowry was like a formative experience for me, and it just kind of carried over into adulthood. So it's still like, I don't know what to read. Oh look, more World War II historical fiction. I know I like that. I'll just read that. Like,
Well, there's a lot of options to choose from. I know there's like tons of authors that write in that era.
yeah, yeah, and it didn't the book club hasn't helped me find more time to read, but it's helped me find more genres to read. And
Yes.
since joining the book club, I've kind of made a rule where I go into every book blind. So like I don't read the synopsis. I look at the covers and I kind of guess which genre I'm going to be in, and then from there I don't don't look up anything,
Wow,
don't
this is
read
very
anything.
brave.
Yeah, well, it's because if I don't like cozy mysteries, so I go into a cozy mystery thinking I'm not going to like it. But if I skip the part about reading the plot and I'm just like, it's going to be a cozy mystery, I have no idea what it's about, we're just going to go for the ride. Like, it kind of makes it easier to enjoy the story, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
The cozy mystery that we have for this month is actually really good. I'm about like 60% way through or so. So I'm getting through it. It's actually it's so well written. I really like the author.
I'm
The
not sure which that one is. I just
it's
finished
the
the
bookshop murder.
oh yeah. This one was in one of Joanne Fluke book that was in. I can't remember if it was one of the challenges or if it was.
Oh, yeah.
She is so nosy. She's like so
It's
intensely in everyone's business, but like it was a plot I could enjoy.
mhm.
Being post World War II still, I don't know if that was like
It is.
close enough to World War II that it fit for me or what, but
Yes, yeah. I think it probably fit your ideal era more. Yeah, the
yeah,
Joanna Fluke, I feel like either people like her or they hate her. Like it's
yeah,
really like I feel like you're either in one camp or you're not.
yeah. She's super popular in the towns
Oh,
I'm around in New Hampshire, but
mhm.
like, and I was like, oh, it'll be fine. And I read it, and I was just like, I cannot deal with her. Like I finished it,
Wasn't your favorite.
wasn't my favorite.
So, was there a reason that made you start looking for a book club online?
So because I'm a library director, I have a lot of nighttime meetings and a lot of nighttime programs. Looking for like a book club where I could be at home still was a big selling point. I actually stumbled upon it on accident because I was looking on Facebook and I was like, oh, you might like joining this Clean and Christian Readers Facebook group. And I was like, that sounds like what I need. So I joined it, and then I saw all your posts and the price. I was like, I don't know if I can really swing that. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, no, this will be good for me in the long run because it's helping me avoid the stuff I don't want to read. And it's so many different genres that it's not like I'm going to be reading only cozy mystery for the rest of my life. Like you do thrillers, you do like contemporary romance, you find everything in every genre, and it's so helpful.
Oh yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I really try to like get like a mix and stuff. And I feel like that is one of my favorite things too is like that we get to read like a bunch of different genres. So many people have messaged me and said like they love that they've read a genre that they never thought they would have loved. It's mostly like people saying they read the fantasy picks. They're like, I never read fantasy and now I love it.
Yeah, I struggled with fantasy for a while, and Miss Warren by Brandon Sanderson certainly didn't help me with that because it's a 635-page book or something. So it's like fantasy I was already struggling with, and then these like bricks of books, I'm just like, I can't do that. But yeah, it's like something about just having people vet books. And as a library director, it actually comes back around to help me, because then when I'm doing book ordering, because I live in a fairly conservative area, so it's like, oh, suddenly I have all of these new books I can get that aren't like super preachy about religion. Like, it might be in there, but it's not at the forefront. It still has mass appeal because it's really engaging plots, but it's not smut. Like, I still order smut because it's popular, but like now I have all of these great balances. So like I just put The Unlikely Escape of Uriah Heep in the, and let me tell you, that book was like going in blind to that book made it so much more fun, because I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
That book was amazing. I
It was so
loved
great.
that so much.
And because I don't read the plots, I kept being like, you need to read this book to people. And they're like, well, what's it about? And I was like, I don't know how to explain it. That won't give it away. So like, you just need to go and do it.
Yes, it's so fun. And and it had no romance, which I know a lot of people love romance, but I know so many people don't want to read it. So it's such a fun fantasy pick that has zero romance, tons of literary references. It's just like a really solid book.
Yes, I am still, I don't know, I don't remember when I finished it. I think it was late April, early May. I am still thinking about the flaming eyes of was it Heathcliff? Like,
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm driving and it just like pops into my head, and I'm like, all right.
Yes. There was like 5 Mr. Darcy's or something.
Yeah, that was so great. It's just
No,
like,
yeah, it's like a top 5 book for the year. I can already tell.
yeah, no, it was fantastic.
When you got inside the club and like the app and stuff, what was your first impression?
So my first impression is not, I have so many apps on my phone. I was like, do I really want one more app? Do I really? But I actually really like how Circle is set up. So like, I still get confused about where I'm going sometimes, but I do like the app. I like that we do polls and stuff for picking books. And I think it's just all around like a great environment. And it feels, I don't want to say like a safe space, because that has some connotations with it, but like, I don't usually give reviews of books, even though I'm a librarian, because for me, I'm like, well, what is my opinion really worth? I'm not a literary critic. Like, as I said, I like campy fantasy. So if you hand me high literature, I'm probably going to not read it. Tend to have a really hard time giving honest reviews. And I feel like being in the Circle app has really changed that for me, because it's like, not everyone agrees and everyone's okay with that. And it doesn't turn into like a cancel culture, or like we need to run you out with pitchforks because you don't like cozy mysteries. Like, I feel very free to express how I feel about things. And I think that's really helped me, not only in the being honest about how I feel about books, but also in the library too. Because then when patrons ask, I can say, oh, well, I didn't necessarily like it, and these aren't the reasons I like the reasons I didn't like it, but it still had these things I did like. And I think it kind of helps all around, just being able to figure out how to voice my opinions better.
That's like really cool. Yeah, and you are right to say, like, it's super true. Like, people could post like any type of reviews they want of the books, and everybody's so nice about it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we all have different opinions of books, and it can be hard like posting them online, because sometimes people are like hype a book up so much, and you're like, I don't want to be the one person that has like this negative review about it.
And it's funny too, because of my values and my beliefs, like, when every director in New Hampshire jumps on a book to recommend it, I'm kind of like, probably not going to like that one. But like, sometimes I still try. So like, I read Theo of Golden, absolutely loved it, like, blew me out of the water. And then I read The Correspondent, and I was like, oh, this fell really, really flat for me. And I feel like that book has been like that for everyone. It's like, they either adore it, or they're like, why was this book written? Like,
yes. I have not read The Correspondent. My sister read it and we talked about it, but I don't think I'll read it, because I don't like reading books with sad things with kids. It's just too much for my heart. I read for joy and happiness, so I tend not to read those kind of books. That's just kind of the reader I am. But I do agree, both of those books are, you like it or you don't.
And like, when I recommend Theo of Golden a lot at the library, and I'm always like, you have to remember it's set in the South, and like, the stereotype of Southerners living slowly really plays a big part in the book. So you kind of need to roll with it being slow.
Yes. What like has changed most in your reading life since joining the Cozy Escape Book Club?
Well, my genres have definitely expanded, not just in World War II historical fiction, like, and I'm not just reading more fierce fantasy. but I just really struggled finding well-written indie books. And I feel like you have really opened up that realm to me where it's like, oh, I saw this recommended by Kassidy. Now I know what direction to go. I listened to the KM Shaw book that is, I can't remember what the first one is called. It's the one where the girl is half fairy and she gets selected as the queen. Court of Midnight and Deception, Court of Midnight and Lies.
Coordinate of Midnight. Yeah. It's in her Maggie Ford series. I love KM Shaw.
So I listened to that one and I really enjoyed it. And also I just finished Blood and Buttercups and it was fantastic. I had a lot of fun listening to that one.
Her books are so much fun. That series, her unique take on vampires and like, what it is amazing. I love that series so much.
Yeah. Because when I saw it in our April challenge, I was like, how do you do a Christian approach to vampires? And I was like very confused about this concept, and I read it and I was just like, oh, that's actually a really smart way to do it. Like it doesn't make sense because it's vampires, but like
not all of our books are Christian that I pick out. They're all clean no matter what, but not all of them have faith. But her take on it was really unique.
Yes, but reading those two, and I've been reading Elven Heartbound by Elizabeth Ashe, which has been delightful. I'm so glad it's published now because I did not like Kindle Vella when it was out. So like being able to buy the actual books or reading the actual books on the Kindle have been fantastic. It's just so nice because now I can look at it and be like, oh, Kassidy recommended Tara Grace in the book group. Now let's go explore Tara Grace. Or like I have When the Day Comes by Gabrielle Meyer sitting on my bedside table right now. And I just listened to your podcast that came out this morning where you're like, Gabrielle Meyer. And I was like, hey, I have that book 2 feet away from me.
Read it. I'm listening to the audio of the 7th book right now for that series. And they're just all amazing. So you'll have to read the series and let me know what you think.
Yes. I'm excited to start it.
So what's your favorite part of like the club? Do you like the reading challenges, like the accountability? Like what's your favorite part?
I definitely love the challenges.
Yes.
I finished the April and May challenge last night. I finally finished all the pretty places. But yeah, definitely the challenges are my favorite thing. And because I'm me, I make it more difficult on myself and I make myself read all of the books you set for the challenges.
I know.
Which again really expands my genres. So like I love it. And I read The Heirloom Garden and that book blew me away. Like it was fantastic. And I did not expect to like The Heirloom Garden as much as I did. And it was so wonderful. But
that's amazing.
Yes, all the book lists you put out. So like when I joined, you were doing that. I can't remember what you called it, but it was like the list of 90 books or something that were all fall themed.
Oh yeah. I did like yes.
I can't remember. It wasn't the fall reading challenge. It was like something.
Yeah. I made a giant fall reading book list and I have a summer one too in the app too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through that. The only season I really enjoy is summer. So like having these books all set in the fall just made the fall, I don't want to say more bearable because that sounds over dramatic, but like having all these books set in the fall, especially like the Halloween ones. And it was just kind of nice to have all of these like really refreshing takes on Halloween that I was like, oh, I can get behind this. Like we're not big Halloween people in our house. So like there's nothing really in the fall besides apples that I get excited about.
Right.
So having all of these books set in the fall, it was kind of nice to explore. Yeah, just all of the book lists. Like I can't imagine the time it takes and the dedication it takes to find all these books, but I appreciate the lists and I appreciate the challenges. Because like I said, it's expanding my genres and it's giving me more ideas of where to look for books.
Well, thank you. You'll be excited for our summer reading challenge. I made, what was it? It's July. We're doing American historicals is the theme for July.
Woo!
So I found some really amazing books. So not all of them are World War II because I really try to pick out a good range, but some of them are. So I think you're going to like it.
Oh, that's exciting. Can't wait.
Yes. Yeah, I'm very excited about the summer reading challenge. It's gonna be a lot of fun. What would you say to someone who like loves reading, but maybe they feel too busy or unsure about like the price about joining like the Cozy Escape Book Club?
So I always tell people, because there are a lot of moms with a lot of kids where I work, I always say, listen, like read when you can. It's not a race. I push myself to the extreme because I like to push myself with books, but it's just about finding what works for you. So like I didn't realize I could enjoy audiobooks until I realized you could listen to them at faster tempos. I try and tell people who come into the library and they're like, well, I don't really have time to sit down and read. I say, do you listen to audiobooks? Have you tried speeding them up if they're too slow? Or have you tried slowing them down if they're too fast? Because that makes a big difference.
To wrap it up, I want to end it with, what's one book that you always recommend? to people?
I've been thinking about this question a lot because I have like 4 books I usually recommend. One is 84 Charing Cross Road by Helene Hanff. I don't know if you've read it, but it's like, I really do read it 5 or 6 times a year. It's like 96 pages, and it's just letters between a woman in New York in the like 50s, 60s, writing to a company in England looking for books, like used books she wants. And it's just these fantastic letters, and it's nonfiction. It's a true story. Like, they're actually collected letters she had, but it's just this wonderful bookish relationship between these 2 people across the ocean from each other.
No, I haven't read it. I need to read it now, though. That sounds right up my alley.
Yeah, I'm not going to guarantee that it doesn't have swearing in it, because I think she does swear in it, but like, it is so much fun because you watch the relationship develop between her and this one bookseller, and it's not like a romance relationship. It's her writing these letters, and you watch them become friends. Another book I recommend, and I've not found another person who enjoyed it as much as I did, is this book called The Uncommon Reader by Alan Bennett. And it's this speculative fiction book about what would happen if the Queen of England decided she liked reading more than being queen and just spent all of her time reading instead of doing all of her duties. It's a tiny, tiny book. It's probably like 200 pages at most, maybe 250, but it's just this silly little book. She's like, oh yeah, no, I don't need to walk the dog. If I walk the dogs, I can go by the book van and I'll get another book. Or like, do I really need to go to this dinner when I could be sitting at home reading? I think not. I'll just stay home and read. And it's just like, this book got such an interesting premise, but no one seems to enjoy it as much as I did.
Aw, well, that sounds kind of fun.
Such a delight. And there's no romance in it from what I can remember, because it's literally just about the queen becoming a bookworm and not doing anything else. I always recommend Patricia C. Reed. Like, her Enchanted Forest Chronicles book series is fantastic.
I feel like I read her series when I was younger, because it's an older book series, isn't it?
Yeah, it's from like the either 80s or 90s, I think. But I read it every year too. It's another series where it's just like, I need to fall asleep. I'm going to listen to Dealing with Dragons. A book series I really liked that I guess count as sci-fi is Wake series by Lisa McMahon. I read Wake when I was in middle school. My local bookstore had a program where you could get arcs from them and read them, and then as long as you reviewed them, you were allowed to keep them. So
cool.
Yeah, I don't think they do it anymore, but they did it when I was little. It's all about this girl named Janie who falls into people's dreams. So like, if someone falls asleep near her and she doesn't have anything to block her, she gets pulled into their dreams. And it's all about her learning how to like cope with the ability and just watching how it affects her.
Interesting. It's a YA book?
Yeah, that's a YA series. And it's like that and Folk of the Air are like 2 of the YA series that I still really read a lot. Yeah, it's such a fascinating concept. And I'm so mad that it never got like the attention I thought it deserved.
Some really good book recommendations. Thank you for sharing it with us. I think you're gonna like the Mariah Travis one that we're reading in June then, The Heart of the Sea. It's kind of like a YA, but I read it as adult when it first came out. I think you'll like it. It's very has that kind of like cozy, kind of like fantasy enchanted feel.
Yeah, I think I just downloaded that on Hoopla actually to read.
Yeah, she's also going to come on in for an interview too, which I was very excited about. I reached out to her and she said yes. So I was very excited.
Ooh, that will be fun.
Yes. I love talking to the authors. They're always so interesting. And I kind of like fangirl because I could never write a book. And I just love reading so much. And it's just every time I get to talk to an author, I'm like, how do you make words make sense on paper? You're an amazing person.
Yeah, my library just had a children's book author and illustrator come and do a talk, and she like whipped out one of her characters while she was talking. Like, she just drew this beautiful illustration of one of her characters while she was still answering questions and talking to us. And I was just like, I can't even talk and think. Like, how do you how do you draw and think and talk?
It's definitely because you have a 2-year-old. They take a lot of mental energy.
That is true. That is a valid point.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for coming on and chatting. I enjoyed it so much. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yes, you too. Thank you.
Hey friend, if you loved today's episode, take 30 seconds to join our free Facebook community of over 30,000 women at fruitfulreader.com/group and connect with readers who just want to read more without worrying about what they'll run into. And if you haven't yet, leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It truly helps other readers find the show. Now go pick something off that TBR or add 3 more. I won't judge. I'll see you next week. Happy reading.